All right, thank you once again, Sakina, and once again, good morning to the Morning Live viewers at home. Of course, we're talking everything mining here. It's quite a hive of activity as we see a lot of discussions around how the mining sector is actually contributing to the South African economy, but also at the same time, we're hearing the load shedding crisis having an impact in terms of the growth of that industry. Of course, a lot of people, international investors as well as people on the continent and just all-round stakeholders actually trying to put their heads together and see how the government can be assisted by the private sector to ensure that there is energy security, not only for the mining sector, but for the rest of the economy. I'm going to bring into this conversation now the CEO of the Council for Geoscience, Mr. Mosa Mabuza. Thank you so much, sir, for your time. Basically, as an institution, you have been having this exploration strategy. Now, how has it come since you've implemented it last year? Are you seeing results as we stand now?
Oh, we're beginning to see results. I must say that research by its nature, it's not an overnight success. You invest in research systematically, and over time, you begin to see massive returns. And in respect of our exploration investment, we have grown our onshore coverage significantly from below 3% when we started, and we are now at just below 11.6% coverage. And what this mapping is beginning to show us is that South Africa's mineral potential has not been touched yet. We have just scratched the surface, and it is exciting that the mood is quite rejuvenating here at the Mining Indaba. We have the investment community that is quite enthused, in particular about the search for critical minerals of the future, and members of the global community are looking to South Africa and Africa to secure future supply of the minerals they would need to sustain the industries and also for the sustainable energy supply.
Talking about those minerals, where do you see the highest levels of quality minerals that could be explored in terms of trying to actually make sure that we contribute to economic growth?
Well, we have the most fantastic geology in the world, but of course, we can't be everywhere. We are focusing primarily on the Northern Cape. We think that there are hugely untapped mineral resources in the Northern Cape. We've already published a lithium and niobium-bearing rock of substantive coverage in the Northern Cape. We are beginning to see possibilities of copper, nickel, and rare earth elements also in the Northern Cape. We are expanding the manganese and the iron ore fields also in the Northern Cape.
But with all those explorations, would there be space for small players or new entrants for those explorations?
Well, primarily we do the research so that the country knows what it has. I believe that our country has made commitments on the support for small business. And I think it is time for junior miners to organize themselves and to take full business opportunity that is presented by this huge prospect that is coming our way. These are exciting times for South Africans, ordinary South Africans who have an interest in business to position themselves to be part of the future we are building today.
Lastly, do you have capacity for all of these explorations?
Well, we, as the Council for Geoscience, primarily, we are a science council, first and foremost. But with the amendments of the Act in 2010, it provided for us to undertake exploration. But when we talk about exploration, we're not only talking about the activities that the Council for Geoscience will undertake. We are inviting junior exploration companies, large exploration companies. A minister yesterday announced the creation of a junior exploration fund of R500 million which will be administered by the IDC, I think that the pieces of the puzzle are coming together, and we, as the pathfinders, are providing the information that the possibility is there. And the most critical thing is that we are making financing available. And I think that the resilience of South Africans in general and in partnership with the members of the world will make it possible for us to have the capacity to turn our economy around. And I think we will be the minerals and energy sector for the next couple of centuries.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Mosa Mabuza, the CEO of the Council for Geoscience. Of course, he's saying that the pieces of the puzzle are starting to come together. We hope that at least in the mining sector and in the exploration space that people would actually be able to be part of this niche market and not be a market of a selected few. On that note, we're going to cross back to you guys in studio.